GTA Math, what's up? So today I wanted to combine like terms just because I was working with a student today and we had some homework problems that were very similar to this and just wanted to distinguish something very important. So when you're dealing with polynomials and you're adding and subtracting them and combining like terms, one thing you got to pay attention to is this. If you have a negative sign in front of your parentheses, this gets distributed into each term. And this is something that's an easy mistake to make. So I'm going to rewrite it just so you can see what that looks like. When we rewrite this, we have x cubed plus 3x squared minus 4x. And then everything that's behind that negative sign in front of the parentheses is going to be in blue. So we're going to have negative 5x squared plus 3x, because a negative times a negative, positive, and then a negative times a positive, negative. So that's what we got. When I combine like terms, I like to create symbols so that way it's easier to distinguish what's going on. So for the x cubed, I'm going to make these circles. Looks like we only got one. X squared, I'm going to make these squares. X squared, yeah, that's funny. We got two of those. And then with our x terms, I'm going to put a triangle here. Yeah, that makes sense. Triangle. So what I'm going to do is add all of our circles together. And if we do that, we end up with this x cubed, because it's only one circle, so it stays the same. We write it just as it is. And then I'm going to take all our squares and combine them. So we got over here, I'm going to do the math. Our squares equal 3x squared minus 5x squared. And if we do the math, 3 minus 5x squared equals negative 2x squared. So then we're going to add that here. Minus 2x squared. And then our last term, we have negative 4x. And these are going to be our triangles. So we got negative 4x plus 3x. And that equals negative x. So we got minus x. This is our final answer. Right? And then when we go to this next part, we got the same numbers, but we have a plus sign. And since we have a plus sign here, we rewrite all of this the same way. So it's going to be x cubed plus 3x squared minus 4x plus 5x squared minus 3x. So here's what I'm going to do again. We're going to keep all of our stuff the same that needs to be the same. So I'm going to make this circle x squared. We're going to make those squares again because I'm petty. And then we're going to make the x's by themselves triangles. Yup. So now we're going to do the same thing we did before. Combine like terms. X cubed stays. 3 plus 5x squared, or 3x squared plus 5x squared. That's going to equal 8x squared. Had to get that correct because you know the math gurus, they come out of nowhere and they storm that comment section like crazy. And then we're going to have negative 4x minus 3x. And what does that equal? Negative 7x. So the reason why I picked this example and I chose two different signs in between those parentheses is because you can see if we add or subtract like terms based on the sign that's in front of the parentheses, as we had here and here, we get completely different answers. So this is important to distinguish, because whenever you're doing your homework, if you have a subtraction sign in front of it, like that parentheses, even if it's not combining like terms, it's something else, you must, I reiterate this because it's important, you must distribute this negative symbol into each term inside the parentheses. This is really -1, if that helps you. That's -1 times 5x squared, which gives you -5x squared. And then it's -1 times -3x, which gives you +3x. You must know that. And I'm only saying it because it's a very easy mistake to make. I've done it. Millions of people around the world have done it. And it's a very easy fix. So I wanted to make a video to clarify this, because sometimes that compare and contrast method of seeing one thing done two different ways gives you some insight and clarity on how to actually look at what you're doing if somebody like myself isn't here to guide you through that process. So really just trying to make sure that this idea is clear, because it's mad important. I reiterate, if you see a negative in front of those parentheses, you are distributing a -1 into each term. So everything inside the parentheses when you're done should be the opposite of what you started with. And that's it. GTA Math, thanks for sticking with me. I know it's been like a good month since I got on and posted a video. The craziest things in life took place. A lot of major life decisions. So I wasn't able to be the best version of myself and be diligent with uploading content regarding math. But please bear in mind, I'm human, so I'm not perfect, but just working to be better to reach my full potential. So thanks for sticking with me. If this video helps, you already know what to do. Share the information so we can help everybody evolve. I appreciate the love and support. Let's continue to learn, love, and grow together.